As many of you probably have noticed, I'm very much into space and astronomy. It's a huge inspiration for me. And so, because it's May, I wanted to do a mermaid painting. And last year, I actually did one mermaid drawing every day for the month of May, and they were all related to space. And today, what I wanted to do was a painting of the Little Mermaid in space, more specifically on Europa, does which is likely to have a an ocean underneath, like about a kilometer of ice. So maybe there are mermaids there. Probably not, but I'd like to imagine anyway. So what I started for this video was I sketched out the two characters on a piece of paper, and then I imported that into Procreate, and then I colored it in roughly to kind of get some rough idea of like the colors I wanted to use. So I used the sketch that I had and I traced it onto a canvas. And then I started painting. As I usually do, I used acrylic paints for this, kind of cheap acrylic paints. I'm just used to using it. I really should branch out to other mediums because I just got comfortable with them. So I started with the background first. I figured it would be easier. The funnest thing for me to paint on this specific painting was Jupiter. I really like painting planets, especially Jupiter. I like Saturn too, but Saturn's a little harder to do with the rings. But Jupiter is just so interesting. If you look it up, look like up close up images of it, it's got a lot going on, a lot of different colors, and a lot of textures that you wouldn't think are there. But yeah, I just find it so beautiful. I decided to make the characters look different than obviously Ariel and Eric, just because I find it more interesting if you just change the way they look, because this is a different setting. Now it probably is pretty unrealistic that the mermaid doesn't have a spacesuit or anything, but let's just say she evolved to withstand the lack of atmosphere and the high amounts of radiation from Jupiter. Yeah, it would be pretty dangerous. And I mean, even for him in the spacesuit, like, whew, Jupiter has a lot of radiation. But I guess, suspend your disbelief. I don't think I did the best job painting the icy surface. I looked at some artists' rendering of Europa's surface as inspiration, but I couldn't quite capture it that well. I mean, I guess we don't actually have real images of the surface of Europa, but yeah, I guess you can just kind of imagine what it really looks like. It's up to you. Yeah, here I'm just adding little bits of details and stuff, and I decided to add more details on Jupiter just because, as I mentioned before, it's my favorite thing to paint. And here it is. I feel like it's not my favorite work, but I still like it. I might want to redo it sometime, maybe next year. But anyway, please leave a like if you like the video. It would mean a lot. And comment as well. And if you have ideas for future videos, feel free to let me know. And thank you so much for watching.